Hello, everybody. It is Wednesday, the 16th of October. Now, I want to talk about defining what it means to be human. And full disclosure, I just got a comment saying, I want to know about the others that are around me. Yes, a part of me wants to know that too. Yeah? But I want to show you the problem with this. We have not defined what it is to be human. That means we're letting in all the others. I mean, they're already here, for the most part, I would say. And they can do whatever they like. And we are not going up against it because we have not defined what it means to be human. And they can tell us anything. This is right, this is right, this is wrong, this is wrong. And we have no knowledge of ourselves. I mean, we have that knowledge. Yeah, but we're not standing up for it. We just, keep our heads down and do as we're told. Many of us. Others have accepted that as a natural order of things, and they are doing as they're told because that is how it is. Now, if I want to define what I think is human, I want to start with defining what is Elohim, because at the moment the definition of Elohim is actually the ruling definition in this world, and in a way I think we know it better than we know what it is like to be human. I want to show you this here. Now, Elohim is I can define that easily. You can see it in the Bible. There are the few it is a pyramid system. It is a hive mind. That's what Elohim is. They're the few at the top, the powerful ones, and their will must be done. They decide for all what comes next. And there are different layers of knowledge, and there's a command structure from the top to the bottom. That is Elohim. And I don't think, and again I'm basing that on what I read in the Bible, I don't think Elohim is just one species. I don't think they are. Because what it says in the Bible, that the Elohim have got a garden with trees of knowledge. And the trees are different from each other and they bear different fruit, knowledge, according to themselves. I think that is a picture that speaks about different species. And they all have a knowledge according to themselves, but they all work under the same intention. And in that they are one. They are creating this system, they work in this system where the few at the top will give the orders, God Almighty will give the orders, and the rest will follow. Do as they're told. Give of their knowledge to enhance the whole, but as I said, where it is going and how it's been done is solely decided at the top. And I say we know this structure nearly better now than what humanity is. We can define that. I can define that easily. It's all around me. It is increasingly becoming the structure of this world. And we're being told that is the natural order of things. That is the order of the cosmos. The hive mind is the order of the cosmos, and it's not. It's most certainly not the only possible way. But we're being told that. As I said, it is a hive mind, and we see it in this world. See, people are looking for understanding, for enlightenment. And they're looking all the way out there. The further away from this place, the better. The truth is all around you. The beehive exists in this world. You can see it here. In nature, it exists. This world is heaven's mirror. Pretty much everything is here. In here, you will probably understand it better than looking out there. Because if you look at the beehive and what's done in there, what the bees actually do, they're not actually very nice critters. Yeah? The queen bee produces the offspring, and then the offspring are being chemically treated, so to speak, the larvae, to produce a certain kind of bee that will fulfill a certain kind of function within the hive, right down to the drones. I mean, the beehive is actually Aldous Huxley's Brave New World. That's a beehive. It's modeled on the beehive. Yeah? And then if people go, again, that's what I say, they can tell you anything. That is the order of the universe. Christians, yeah, that's the order of the universe. God Almighty will tell you what to do, and you go and die and self-sacrifice in order to do so. And what they're telling you, you have an experience as a human being, and they're telling you you should behave like an insect. That is basically what they're saying. And that the insects are the superior form of being. And people are running. That's why I say they can tell you anything, and you cannot see the truth. Or if you're looking for the truth, you're looking out in another dimension. It's probably sitting in the back in your neighbor's back garden somewhere. Beehive. There it is. Right in front of your nose. So, okay, that's Elohim. So it's easier to define at the moment because it increasingly becomes our experience. We're having the Elohim experience, not the human experience. So what would we then define as human? Now the one thing the Elohim do, again, on the first page of the book, folks, you only get to verse 26. It's clearly defined what they are doing. Yeah? They have their system, they live within their system, they live within their hive, and whichever world they're going to, they will have dominion over that world. They will subdue nature, what is naturally there, and they will impose their system on the world. And the world shall become according to them, according to their system. That is what they do. That is the gods. That's the Elohim. And the Christians get off your knee praying for them to come. They're here. They're building their kingdom all around you. You know, your veil just hasn't ripped yet for you to see the truth. Wake up. So that is what they do. Doesn't matter what world they go to. Doesn't matter what is there naturally there. They will subdue that and impose their system. And really they are, according to this world, if you were to compare them, liken them to something in this world, they are on the level of insects. Right. So, what is it to be human? Now, if their way is to have created a way, a system, and that system is going to be imposed no matter where they go, doesn't matter, then what we were before, there is a natural system in this world. Laws of nature, there are laws. And man used to be a part, not separated from, a part of the natural system. And that is what I would define as being human. A species that is a part of its natural surrounding, not something that has elevated itself above the natural surroundings and it's imposing its own artificial structure on what is naturally there, but that which is integrated into the natural system, and that's what I would define as being truly human. And we used to have, I think, this species that we are here, we used to have a human experience, and we did according to a human experience. And okay, fair enough, probably mostly because we didn't know anything else. Fine. But as soon as we became aware of other possibilities, we were flat on our face worshipping them as gods, and then doing as we were told. Not knowing what we were, and most certainly not standing firm for our own values, morals, the knowledge of good and bad that should be grown out of the human experience and knowledge. And that should be the knowledge of ourselves. And we're not standing up for that. We've forgotten who we are, what we were. So the natural order of this world is a system of ecosystems. That is what is naturally here. And no part in an ecosystem rules over everything else. As I said, that is actually a thought that should be completely alien to this world. It is alien to this world. It's an alien thought. So ecosystem means that every part in the system is uniquely themselves. Everything here is uniquely themselves. Yeah? A tree does not change to become something else. Nothing here changes to become something else. There are slight changes in evolution. Slight changes, but heck, nothing just, well, apart from the butterfly, okay. But for the most part, things don't just change completely into something else. They are what they are. And by being what they are, they contribute. They receive of the system and they contribute to the system. And every part of the system is valued because it needs to be there for the whole ecosystem to remain in balance. And to experience yourself in this world as a part of that system is what I would define the human experience. And I said there are laws that will ensure that the balance of all is being kept, and then we must live according to those laws. We must understand them. We must understand cause and effect. Yeah, what we're doing and what effect it has on others. What effect it has on the whole system. To me, that would be human. And then there's another thing in this world, and that has not just got one ecosystem. So it provides spaces for many species that are quite different from one another. But everything has been given its own space, its own ecosystem, in which it can experience itself with others. That is this world. Now tell me, which part of that do you find evil? Oh, this world is so evil. Satan is, you are trapped in here. You should go with the gods because apparently being an insect is the higher form of enlightened being experience. So they can tell you anything. They can tell humanity anything. Humanity, like sheep, runs and does joyfully. And then wonders how they got to the outcome. When the whole thing goes around them to shit. How did we get here? Oh, there were some, I don't know, demons out in the astral realm that did it all. No, you did it, we did it. Not knowing what it is we were doing. Not having a definition of ourselves and then standing in our truth. Yeah, and telling the gods to pack up and go to wherever they came from. Not here. Not here. Right. So, but if we define that as the human experience and being truly human, Now we are intelligent, we have self-awareness, but not to use that to rule over this world, but to actually, find different ways of being a part of this. I mean, a dog can only be a dog, a tree can only be a tree. We can find different ways of integrating, and then again, that would create a different experience for ourselves. A different way of experiencing ourselves. So we have, actually, it's a greater variety of possibilities for how we can experience ourselves. And if you define that as human, as I said, I don't think the Elohim are just one species. There are many species that have accepted that order. We can have many species here, as long as they accept the order, the law. Do according to, what it is you're in. That is what I mean. We should not have full disclosure before we have defined what we actually are. And out of knowing what we are, that should determine how we interact with others. Whereas at the moment, it seems the way we interact with others is, oh look, there's something from another world, fall flat on your face and declare this yourself to be nothing, and they are the superior ones, even if they are, in essence, behaving like insects. They're still superior to you. In fact, you should become a drone, because that is the natural order of the universe. It's so nuts. So, and the last thing, if that becomes your being, if being a part of the natural system, integrating yourself, becoming a useful member, without losing yourself, I mean, that's another, it is a bit of a challenge, not to become a complete doormat to everything else. You shouldn't. You should be what you are. Everything has to be what it is to function in the system. So, but if that becomes your first aim, and that becomes your intention, that creates your being, that intention. And you learn to do that here. This world teaches you how to integrate yourself into a natural system without being destructive to it. Yeah, you've learned that lesson. Then if we become spacefaring, then that means, if that was our being, if we went to other worlds, we would go with the intention of integrating ourselves into the natural systems, and then really you're experiencing yourself in another way, in a new system. What can I be in whatever nature is in a different place? Yeah, how can I be a part of that? So we could become spacefaring without becoming Borg, because that is what they are. They are Borg. We assimilate everything into our system. Folks, look at the book of the Revelation. New Jerusalem is a cube. But that's a completely different way of being. If you define that as the human experience, then yeah, other species could have the human experience. Come here and do according to this world. Don't come here and impose your will. As I said, for that we first of all have to define, have to see what it is we are, what we should be, what we naturally should be, and then stand in that truth. In the end, we are the superior species, without wanting to say we are elevated about everything else, but we are the most advanced species in this world. And this is our world. Yeah? So what, do we not have a right to say, when you come here, you do according to us, if we knew what us actually was? Okay, that is what I want to say. I'm not saying we shouldn't know others. We should just get out of this inferiority complex first and define ourselves and stand in our truth. And then yes, we can share the human experience with others. Absolutely. But here there are laws. And if you're not within the laws of the human experience, you get shut out. That is how it should be. And I mean, if there's a whole universe out there, they have a choice to go somewhere else. If they want to be somewhere else, go somewhere else. Not here. This is who we are. This is how we do things. Yeah, anyway, I leave it at that for today. And I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.